So 3 space.
No.
Aubrey Scott Productions, a proud broadcaster in THX picture and sound where available.
Hey there everybody in YouTube land, welcome back to my channel with my 4th game of Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo. In which so far with this run I've had a very good run with $71,800. Oh, and I need to unmute my TV. There. That's better. Here we go, let's play the Jeopardy round, shall we? Categories for the Jeopardy round are celebrity sayings, the Old Testament, flowers and trees, famous shepherds, initials, and finally, art. Alright, I'm ready to go. Art for 100.
The answer is...
He painted old women of Arles as well as young women of Tahiti. Who is Paul Gauguin? As I try to add on to my $71,800 and possibly go over $100,000. We'll find out if I can or not. Art for 200.
The answer is...
Tesserae are the small cubes or shaped pieces held in place by plaster, cement, or putty in one of these. What is a mosaic? Art for 300.
The answer is...
He painted bird illustrations in addition to writing poems about birds, like the owl and the pussycat. Oh. Oh, I don't remember. Rob. Edward Lear. Okay. So Rob gets that one right, and he ties me for the lead for now. Celebrity sayings 100.
The answer is...
She accepted her Oscar for her Best Actress shouting, "You like me! You like me!" Who is Sally Field? Celebrity sayings for 200.
The answer is...
1936 symbol who said, "It's not the men in my life that count, it's the life in my men." Who is Mae West? Celebrity sayings for 300.
The answer is...
Romantic idol who said, "This king stuff is pure bull. I'm just a lucky slob from Ohio." Who's Clark Gable? Celebrity sayings for 400.
The answer is...
This short thespian complained, "I was a 14-year-old boy for 30 years. Who is the late, great Mickey Rooney? Celebrity sayings for 500.
The answer is...
Golf is a good walk spoiled, said this author of Huckleberry Finn. Who is Mark Twain? Well done in that category. Art for 400.
The answer is...
Term collectors use for the total number of prints made from one plate during one printing. What is an edition? Art for 500.
The answer is...
So, foreign art surrealism began as a literary movement inspired by this French movement. Sue. What was Dadaism? And that is correct. So she goes into second place for now, and we have 2 categories down with 4 left to go. Old Testament for 100.
The answer is
Delilah gave him a real trimming. Who is Samson? Old Testament for 200.
the answer is
In Hebrew, its name means Sea of Reeds. What is the Red Sea? Old Testament for 300.
the answer is
Through sons Isaac and Ishmael, both Jews and Arabs trace descent from him. Who is Abraham? Yep. Old Testament for 400. And the answer there is the Daily Double. I have $2,800. How much of that do I want to put at risk? Let's try $1,700. So put me at $4,500 if I answer correctly on this clue in the Old Testament. The name Palestine comes from these biblical enemies of Israel. Who are the Philistines? Philistines, say it however you want. They're the ones, and I have $4,500. Old Testament for 500.
the answer is
A sorrowful Old Testament prophet, his name now refers to predictors of doom. Rob. Who is Jeremiah, and he takes second place. You're in second place with $800. Go again. Famous Shepherds, 100.
the answer is
Her sheep will come home, wagging their tails behind them. Who is Little Bo Peep? Famous Shepherds for 200.
the answer is
Breed of Strongheart, first movie dog of star status. What is a German Shepherd? Famous Shepherds for 300.
the answer is
Location of Little Boy Blue's sheep. What is the meadow? Famous Shepherds for 400.
the answer is
First name of the first shepherd in space. What is Alan? Famous Shepherds for 500.
the answer is
Famous shepherders of northern Spain. Their language is related to no other. Who are the Basques? What are the Basques? $6,000. Well done in that category. Flowers and trees, 100.
the answer is
While many trees bear flowers, conifers bear these. What are cones? Flowers and trees for 200.
the answer is
It's what the inchworm is measuring in a song from the film Hans Christian Andersen. What are the marigolds? Flowers and trees, 300.
the answer is
Oregon's huge virgin timber forests are dominated by this fir named for a famous botanist. What is the Douglas fir? Flowers and trees for 400.
the answer is
From the Spanish word for raft, it's the lightest wood in commercial use. What is balsa? That's going to put me at $7,000. Flowers and trees, 500.
the answer is
Some mistakenly think this yellow flower was proposed for U.S. national fever, causes hay fever. for U.S. national flower causes hay fever? What is a goldenrod? And well done in that category too. Initials 100.
The answer is
The C in SPCA stands for this. What is cruelty? $200.
the answer is
The initials WC on a British laboratory stand for this. What is water closet? $300.
the answer is
The initials of America's oldest civil rights organization. What is NAACP? What are NAACP? $400.
the answer is
The initials BTU stand for this in thermodynamics. What is British Thermal Unit? Now the last clue.
the answer is
The E in BPOE represents this word. What is Elks? And that's going to put me at $9,000. Rob is 800, Sue 500, so she'll go first. So altogether that round, we racked up over $10,000 in cash. There we go. And our 6 categories for Double Jeopardy are going to be weather, the Navy, actors and roles, for the kids, country music, and finally, inventors rather. Alright, Sue, you have the least amount of money. You go first. We're going to go to weather for 200.
the answer is
Of a high or low pressure system, the one you prefer if you wanted to get a tan at the beach. What is high? Weather for 400.
the answer is
In 1990, names for these in the Atlantic included Arthur, Bertha, and Klaus. What are hurricanes? Weather for 600.
the answer is
Planes often climb to the stratosphere to avoid these icy, high-speed winds. Oh, Sue locked me out. Jet streams, and I knew that one. But that is okay. She takes second place for now, and she gets to make the next selection. Inventors and Inventions 200.
the answer is
The Book of Invention says the Rolex Oyster was the first watch that was completely this. What is waterproof? Inventors and Inventions for 400.
the answer is
In 1948, Peter Goldmark devised this, usually abbreviated LP. What is the long-playing record? Five figures now, 10,200. Inventors and Inventions for 600,
the
please.
answer is
Its claimed element number 102 was first isolated at the Swedish Institute named for this inventor. Who is Alfred Nobel? He's the one. Inventors and Inventions for 800.
the answer is
As a teenager, he invented an automatic surgical stapler and later perfected an artificial heart. Rob. Dr. Robert Yarvik. He's the one. Double your money to 1,600 and you take second place. Go on to the next clue. Country music for 200.
the answer is
The Grand Ole Opry is located in this amusement park. What is Opryland? Country music for 400. Hi, Ben.
The answer is
There we go.
Hawkshaw Hawkins performed in a silk jacket with this animal emblemized on the back, emblazoned on the back. I'm sorry?
Here you go.
Sue got it.
Then I got my computer on mute.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Roops. So Sue got that one. She gets $400 for that clue and goes on to the next one. Inventors and inventions for 1,000.
the answer is
In the 18th century, this city in England produced the first steel razors. What is Coventry? No, it's not Coventry, so I dropped it $10,000. Rob. Sheffield. So Rob gets that one, and he gets to make the next selection. He still has second place. Country music for 600.
the answer is
In 1972, she became the first woman elected Entertainer of the Year by the Country Music Association. Sue. Loretta Lynn. The coal miner's daughter. 2,100, Sue. Weather for 800.
the answer is
Meteorology comes from this philosopher's book of weather observations. Who was, Aristotle? Yep, Aristotle. Weather for 1,000.
the answer is
A uniformly gray rain cloud extending over the entire sky, named from Latin for cloud. What is nimbus? Good for 1,000. Country music for 800.
the answer is
This California town north of Los Angeles has been dubbed Little Nashville. Sue. When he messaged me, I'll get to them in a second. Bakersfield. Good for 800, so you got second place. Country music for 1,000.
the answer is
Kenny Rogers has carried this character from country music to TV movies. Who is the gambler? And that's going to put me at $12,800. Well done. Okay, let's go to actors and roles for 200.
the answer is
Peter Bain was only 4 years old when he began recording the voice of this rabbit in Bambi. Oh! Rob locked me out.
What?
Thumper.
Oh, yeah, I know she died.
Go again, Rob. Alright, for the kids for 200, and he got one of the 2 daily doubles. Okay, and he's gonna go all in. Alright, here's the clue. No one in his neighborhood calls him Fred, and it's Mr. Rogers. He got it. He doubles his money to 5,600. Alright. For actors and roles for 400.
the answer is
Perhaps her 5 marriages helped prepare this actress for her role as a Golden Girl. And Sue locked me out. Rue McClanahan, yeah. For the kids for 400.
the answer is
Monroe Leaf's beast who'd rather smell the flowers than fight. Who's Ferdinand? That's going to put me over the $13,000 mark. For the kids for 600.
the answer is
The first thing the old lady swallowed in the famous rhyme was a fly?
The spider.
I think it's a fly.
Now you have the fly.
It is. For the kids for 800.
the answer is
You meet chuds, gussets, and gherkins in his book, If I Ran the Zoo. Who is Dr. Seuss? That's going to put me over the $14,000 mark. For the kids for 1,000.
the answer is
Nickname of Kid Detective Brown or a compendium of knowledge. What is encyclopedia? Good for another 1,000. 15,600. Actors and roles for 600.
the answer is
As both both Davy and Daniel, he stuck his nose in troubles between the settlers and Indians. Sue locked me out. Fess Parker. I knew that one! Putting her at 3,900. We have 7 clues left. Actors and roles for 800. The other daily double. Her last chance to try to get back in this game, and she's going 2,900. Will take second place if she gets it right. He played Jane Fonda's fiance in On Golden Pond 1 year after bossing her around in 9 to 5, who was Dabney Coleman. Putting her at 6,800. We have 6 clues left. The Navy, 200.
The answer is.
In the War of 1812, Captain James Lawrence gave this famous dying command. What is "Don't give up the ship"? The Navy for 400.
The answer is.
Acronym for Women Accepted for Volunteer Emergency Service. What is WAVES? The Navy for 600.
The answer is.
Nickname for the USS Constitution. Rob locked me out that time. Old Ironsides. I knew that one! 6,200 now as we go to the next clue. Actors and roles for 1,000.
The answer is.
8 years after 10-Speed and Brown Shoe, he returned as 10-Speed Turner on J.J. Starbuck. Rob. Ben Vereen. Yep. Okay, we have 2 clues left. The Navy, 800.
The answer is.
In the Declaration of Independence, it's after life, but in the Navy, it's after a long cruise. Sue. Liberty. Oh, yeah. I was going to go with that, too. Now the last clue. Right before we go to Final Jeopardy.
The answer is.
The U.S. Naval Academy is in this state. Oh, Marty will get me if I don't say this. What is Maryland? That's good for another 1,000, putting me at 17,200. Sue, 7,600. Rob, 7,200. So I have a $10,000 lead over Rob, and we have a runaway game. We still have Final Jeopardy to deal with. The category is the U.S. Capitol. How much of my 17.2 do I want to risk? I will wager. I'll wager just 1,000. The only state to contribute a statue for a king for National Statutory Hall. What is Hawaii for King Kamehameha? So I locked that in. Let's see how Sue's gonna do. She's gonna wager 6,600, almost everything. Hey, Brother Nick.
Oh, hi, Brother Aubrey.
And how are you tonight?
I'm doing just fine.
Me too. We're about to find out if I got my Final Jeopardy answer right or wrong.
Final Jeopardy answer is.
I said, what is Hawaii? And that is correct. Let's see how our players did. Rob, did you get Hawaii? You did. You go to 15,400. Let's see if Sue came up with Hawaii. She did. 14.4 now. 14.2, excuse me. And I said Hawaii, putting me at 18,200 for a 4-game winnings total of $90,000. $90,000 in just 4 games. And I get to come back for a 5th game, see if I can break that $100,000 mark. We'll see you all for that next video coming soon.